guys, welcome! In this video, we'll be featuring some tips and tricks for beginners in the Ragnarok Mobile Eternal Love RPG. Ragnarok Mobile Eternal Love just launched its Southeast Asia server this October 31st. If you're completely new to the game and haven't played in the Chinese server, these tips and tricks may help you along your adventure. Without further ado, let's begin with our top 10 newbie tips. Tip number 1. Prioritize quests. In order to level up faster, prioritize doing quests. However, don't just take all the quests available. Prioritize the ones with the red exclamation point, as those are your main quests. Especially when you first create a character, just follow the red quests and you'll be set until your job change at level 10. In addition, you can also do daily mission board quests. The mission board can be found in every major city. There are 10 available quests daily, which refreshes every 5 AM. Also, take note of the minstrel quest. The Prontera minstrel can be found in this area. The minstrel will ask you to get him items and kill monsters in exchange for EXP, Zenny, and items. Finally, at around level 20 plus, the monster resistance quest will become available. You can get it from the Monster Watcher NPC near the mission board. With this quest, you will get times 10 experience from killing monsters up until a certain amount. Tip number 2. Create a party. Whether you're playing with friends or have met some new ones online, having a party will greatly lessen the time needed to complete certain quests and will help boost leveling up. To create a party, just click on a friend in your friends list and invite them to join the party. Just note that you have to be on the same channel to be in a party. You can check your channel in the upper right corner of your screen. If you're not in the same channel, you can change your channel in Izlud. Initially, you have to walk to Izlud as it's not initially available in the Kafra teleport when you first start in the game. Here is Izlud in the map. And once you're in Izlud, go to the channel teleporter and input your desired channel. Once in a party, you share experience and loot, but more importantly, you can help each other a lot in quests. If you have to kill 300 monsters, having 2 or more people working on it will be much faster than having to do all 300 on your own. In addition, some quests require slaying strong monsters that will be difficult to kill on your own. As a tip, you can click follow if you have a party leader that you want to follow around the map. If auto attack is enabled, you will also attack the monster they're attacking. This brings us to our next tip. Tip number 3. Utilize the auto attack setting. What's special about Ragnarok Mobile is that you don't have to manually attack each monster. If you played the PC version Ragnarok Online, you have to click and attack each monster, which can get very tiring and monotonous. Thus, some people resort to installing added programs or bots to automate the attacks. Thankfully for the mobile version, there's no need for bots. The auto attack setting is already part of the app. To set up the auto attack setting, just click the auto button in the lower portion of the screen and select the monster you'd like to target. Furthermore, you can customize your auto attack skills. Just go to More in the upper portion of the screen, click Skills, and long press and drag the skills you'd like to use in the auto attack skill slot. Now talking about skills, let's move on to our next tip. Tip number 4. Level up your skills and attributes. For every job level you gain, you get a skill point which you can use to level up skills. Again, just go to More, then Skills. Now you can select the skill you'd like to level up. Generally, the next level of a certain skill will have better stats or would deal more damage. Aside from skills, you can also get attribute points every time you level up. To view the attributes, click your photo, then click the second tab. There are 6 attributes to level up: Strength, agility, vitality, intelligence, dexterity, and luck. We'll get into these in more detail in another video, but as a newbie tip, you can follow recommended builds of the job that you have. Just click on Builds, then you can select from the predetermined ones. This will give you an idea which attributes are best for your job. Don't worry about experimenting at this point because you will get a reset item once you change to your second job. By then, you'd have more experience and knowledge about your job class. Tip number 5. Warping. To teleport from one place to another, you currently have 3 choices. Number 1 is to avail of Kafra services. Go to your nearest Kafra, which is usually around major cities. In the map, they have the headband logo. The Kafra can teleport you to places you already visited and saved. So make sure to talk to the Kafra or Ariel to save your location for each new place you visit. Next, the Kafra can also save your warp point, which will bring us to option number 2. Upon saving your warp point, you can use the butterfly wing item to transport to that saved point. So even if you are in a different map, you can always go back to the city warp point using the butterfly wing. Lastly, you can also use the fly wing. The fly wing will teleport you to a random section of the map. Some people use this as a farming tool to find monsters in other sections of the map, while others use it to quickly navigate the map. But then again, this is random, so if you want to go to a certain spot, it's all just luck. Both the fly wing and the butterfly wing can be bought from the item shop. Also, you can put the fly wing or any other consumable in the quick access bar below by clicking your bag, then the arrow at the bottom right. You can then drag or rearrange the items in the quick access bar. Tip number 6. Trading and exchange. Okay, one question you may have right now. How do I trade my items from one person to another? Well, the quick answer is you cannot. Unlike the PC version, there is no direct player-to-player trade. Only merchants can sell using their shops. However, there is an exchange function in the game. In the game, you can find the exchange NPC near the mission board. Here, you can sell your loots or buy items from other players. You cannot set a price. It will automatically be determined by the system. If you buy an item, check the trade history to claim it. If you need a certain loot, it's an option to check the market for it. Tip number 7. Item storage. In order to store your items, go to the nearest Kafra and click on Stash Service. It will cost you 99 zenny to unlock each time. You can then drag the items from your backpack to the storage. Note that you can also share your stash to other characters within your account, but you have to be level 40 before you can use the shared stash. Tip number 8. Eat some warm dish. If you would notice, some quests will give out the warm dish item. This will automatically regen a set amount of HP and SP. You can check the remaining amounts at the upper left side of the screen below your photo. This is very helpful, especially when you are farming, as you don't have to spam click potions. You can purchase this from the food shop for 5,000 zenny. Tip number 9. Maximize the combat time. In the game, you have to be mindful of your combat time. You can check your combat time under More, then Settings. Every day, you will get 300 minutes of combat time. If you exceed the 300 minutes, the EXP and item drop will become lower and lower. However, you can increase your daily combat time by 60 minutes every day if you listen to music at the Frontera South field. You can check the additional combat time in the settings. Also, if you want to increase the experience and drop rate, you can use the lightning chain. However, take note that it will also consume combat time much faster. In order to maximize your experience when farming, always be mindful of your remaining combat time. Last but definitely not the least, tip number 10, take selfies. In Ragnarok Mobile, you have a camera under More in the upper right corner of the screen. As you go along different maps, make it a habit to take photos of unique landmarks and monsters. The reason is that these photos will count towards your adventure book level. Every time your adventure title is promoted, attributes will be greatly improved and new adventure skills will be unlocked. Alrighty, that's it for the top 10 newbie tips for the Ragnarok Mobile Eternal Love. Stay tuned for more videos to help guide you in your journey. Before I go, I'd like to ask you guys, what do you think of this new content in the channel? I've started playing Ragnarok initially in the Chinese version and it's actually a lot of fun. I'm very excited that the Southeast Asia version have now launched and I can share some tips and guides with you guys as well. Don't worry though, as Omyoji Arena will still be my primary content of course. In fact, I have some fun videos coming up, so stay tuned for that. Let me know in the comments down below if you'll be trying out this game. Thank you for watching and see you in our next video.